What's up guys, Scarlet here, hope you're having a good day. Today's video we're going to be going over the Flash episode 1 of season 9. I haven't actually covered anything Flash related before that I can remember on this channel at least, but I have loved this show since I first started watching it, and I figured I would start a review for the final season, that being season 9, which just kicked off with episode 1, and I gotta say I think it's a banger first episode for the most part. But for anybody new to the channel, I mainly talk about Spider-Man related news, including games, movie, TV, and as well general Marvel, some DC news, so if that's your cup of tea, subscribe, turn notifications on to stay updated. Who do you think would win in a fight, the Flash versus Batman? Comment down below. So this is the premiere of season 9, the final season of the Flash, and I gotta say I think this is a good premiere episode, and there's a lot happening, and they set up a lot of different storylines, so it'll definitely be interesting to see how they tie everything up by the end. But let's jump straight into it. So we get a recap of the last season. Basically, Thawne, aka Reverse Flash, appeared to be taken down for good that we know of, but now since someone is not taking up space in the negative speed force, someone has to, but we'll get into that later. So the episode first starts off with this lava dude attacking some dock people. I honestly don't remember this guy's name. I think he's appeared before, but I haven't watched the Flash in a while. But anyways, the entire team Flash shows up, but we see Frost, which off the bat straight I was like, whoa, hold on, how and why is she here? She's dead. But I was like, okay, let's just see what's going on, and they defeat the lava dude pretty easily, with everyone taking a stab at lava dude until everyone starts dying around Barry. And of course he wakes up from a nightmare, so I was like, oh okay, this makes sense now. And this is happening a week after the ending of season 8. So after season 8 they had a week of just peace and quiet, and this is where season 9 is picking up a week later. And we see Iris seems to be a little stressed getting used to the normal life again, while Barry is super confident about everything, a little too confident, as if he's psychic. He even said to Iris, just say yes today, which Iris thought was weird.
Just say yes.
Yes to what?
Talk about it tonight. Have a great day.
Then we get some character development for Cecile. She's trying to get a football through a tire with her telekinesis. Last season, I think she moved a coffee cup with her mind, which she did that for the first time. But we see Joe is not comfortable with Cecile expanding her powers, because then, you know, she might be exposed to more danger since she's becoming a superhero essentially. Then Iris gets an offer for Cat Grant from Supergirl to, I think, expand her media empire, the Central Citizen Media. But then I think Allegra was like, all you have to do is just say yes, which makes Iris realize, oh shit, Barry said that earlier. So this makes Iris be like, okay, like what's up with this like huge offer or whatever? Like it's overwhelming, but also how did Barry know about this? So she kind of like connects the dots and stuff, and at the same time Barry gets offered a promotion at work and seems to have already known it was going to happen and is very confident in it. And they get a call for Captain Boomerang because he's trying to steal something, and we get this cool little fight scene. The CGI was pretty cool in this, but Captain Boomerang ends up getting away, but Barry is like, yeah, it's cool, Chester and Allegra, just you know, so some light work, we'll take care of it another time, just take the rest of the day off, we'll catch Boomerang another time. Super nonchalant, and Chester and Allegra are confused on why Barry is like, yeah, it's nothing, I'll just go hang out with my wife now. But Barry didn't notice his powers messed with the device, and it causes something, and these like pink particles start showing up. Then we see Barry reveal his map book, and not Mac book, map book, where basically his and Iris's future is planned out in that book, and this comes off as like unsettling to Iris. But with this book, Barry basically knows what's coming up, villains, events in their life, like Iris getting pregnant in a few months and some other stuff as well. And I think it's just the fact that Iris, she wants to live in the moment and not know everything that's going to happen in the future. She wants to choose like in the moment what she thinks is right. And like I agree, I mean, I would only want to know my future in terms of like whether or not I become successful. Other than that, like I don't want any details and want to pick and choose like whatever happens in the moment. Then when they go to bed, we see this those pink particles, similar to again what happened with the device and Flash with his lightning earlier. Then this is when shit starts to get weird. We see it's February 1st again, and Barry and Iris are having like the same exact conversations that they already had about their promotions, and then Flash gets into it with Boomerang again, and it's the same exact situation. Boomerang says the same exact things, but this time Barry ends up dying, like from this explosion, and this ends up resetting the day back to when they woke up, and they are back to when they woke up. And then Barry realizes, oh shit, we're stuck in a time loop. That device Boomerang was taking something from was basically like the particle accelerator but portable, which is pretty insane if you think about it. Like, why is this technology impossible or like even a thing? But who knows, maybe it'll have a bigger role in the upcoming episodes. And again, this is like a comic book TV show, but Barry hitting it with lightning is what caused this, and we see them go through this time loop a few times, and Iris is like getting upset and is like, you know what, fuck it, basically, and she's going to drink until this time loop gets fixed, because it doesn't matter what she does, the same day is going to happen tomorrow again and again and again until everything gets fixed. So she might as well drink and do whatever the fuck she wants until, you know, everything goes back to normal. And like, she was just getting really frustrated because she wasn't sure if she wanted to go through with that Cat Grant offer. Of course she wants to level up in her career, but she wants to do things like a little differently. Like, she wants to do things her way, not by someone else's way. And Iris was going through the same exact thing, getting asked the same exact questions every day, like 58 times apparently. Like the day reset happened, which is insanity. I don't blame her for giving up until like everything's fixed. Like, that's crazy. But then Barry was dying constantly and like getting resurrected essentially, so I don't know who had it worse. But then Barry thinks because Iris won't accept the offer that the timeline won't move forward, and Iris is still not changing her mind. And it is a bit unrealistic that Iris doesn't want to level up her empire and her career, but this is ultimately like character development for Barry and Iris's marriage. Iris wants to choose her future, but her not making the decision is not letting the timeline events move forward. But again, this is a good development episode for their marriage they've done so far, at least I can say that. And Barry goes to Joe to explain what's going on, and of course Joe, being the great character and great father he is, he gives Barry some eye-opening advice and a new perspective to take into account. He basically says that yes, that map book may have your future in it, but it doesn't say how people will feel about said events, or it doesn't say it has to be done in a very specific way. Like, what matters is your guys' happiness in whatever decisions are being made. So he destroys the book with this fire flick, which is pretty cool, I thought. But this ends up with Iris and Barry basically tag teaming their day together, which was really cute and a cool like montage sequence thing. And like, we're essentially spending time with them while they're spending time with each other, creating their future together, even taking down Boomerang together, until he has a backup plan, which he basically sets off that portable particle accelerator into a nuke. And this is like the most batshit fucking crazy thing the Flash has ever done, other than that like running midair thing from last season. This was fucking crazy. But this man, I shit you not, phases an entire nuclear bomb explosion so that it actually like doesn't explode technically and like hurt people. Well, like it did explode, it just did it without hurting anybody. But yeah, like, this is some crazy shit. Then we finally get the moment where Chester and Allegra kiss, and like, holy fuck, like, Jesus Christ, they've been building this up so much for a while, and it's like, finally, at least for me, but I don't know. Other people don't seem to ship them and don't seem to give a fuck about them. But then the ending of the episode is we get most of the setup for the rest of the season. And the first setup being that Joe wants to leave Central City, and we do know that Joe will be in like 5 episodes at least for this season, I think. There could be more. But it seems like Cecile is staying, but it's not like confirmed, but it seems like she wants to stay, which is odd because if I'm not mistaken, I thought they were married and had a kid together, if I remember correctly. But it seems like Cecile is staying, which is odd again, because like, you know, like, she's just gonna leave like Joe behind and stuff. And like, again, I swear they had a kid. Who's the kid gonna stay with? Then we see Barry rushing to Star Labs, and he thinks it's Caitlin at first, because the alert app that they have for their phones, he got like a ring from Caitlin's phone, and it seems to be Caitlin, but something is off, and it is Danielle Panabaker when she turns around, but it's not Caitlin, and they don't give us a name or an explanation. So that was like a crazy cliffhanger, kind of like, what's going on here? Caitlin just seems to be up and gone, so again, you know, weird, but we'll see. And Team Flash is trying to figure out who's Captain Boomerang's partner, because this dude is not that tech savvy and smart, so he's definitely working with someone. Then we get this amazing reveal. So Boomerang is delivering that part that he stole from the portable particle accelerator. Holy shit, try saying that 5 times fast. Portable particle accelerator, fuck. But this person is a mysterious shadow figure. We don't see who it is, and then we see a silhouette figure with red lightning, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. And then we start to hear the voice, and the voice is of course masked, and they leap towards the camera, and we see the Red Death logo. This reveal I thought was fucking crazy. I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. Like, no way, like, this is so sick. So I cannot wait to see how the Joe and Steel story, the Iris and Barry's promotions, and this Red Death story pan out. This episode is one of those weird episodes sort of where like some people hate it, some people love it. I loved it. I thought it was pretty cool for the most part. Super excited to see how this whole story pans out. So now I'm going to pass it on to you guys. What do you think of this first episode? Do you think Red Death will be done good? What do you think is going on with Caitlyn? And who do you think would win in a fight, Flash versus Batman? I want you to comment your opinion down below so I can discuss both with you. With that being said, thank you for taking time out of your day to click on this video. If you're new to the channel and enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button in the middle by clicking on my logo. If you already have subscribed, don't forget to hit the bell to turn notifications on to stay updated. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. It lets me know if you guys want more of this type of content. Don't forget to check out my latest video on the left about Marvel's Wolverine PS5 news, including the rating, release date, and more. Or on the right hand side of the video are playlist picked for you by YouTube's algorithm. Again, hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time.